Let's continue with question number 4. We need to find the domain and range of the following functions. Note that to find domain and range, you can use any method that you like. So you can use either graphical method or algebraic method. So if you look at our function fx here, if it doesn't say anything on the right hand side here, maksudnya kamu tak ada extra condition. Ini maksudnya x kamu dia daripada negative infinity until positive infinity. Maksudnya x kamu is an element of real number line. So kalau dia tak sebut apa-apa kat belakang ni, ini maksudnya kamu boleh guna mana-mana method kamu nak. Graphical boleh, algebraic pun boleh. Ikut suka hati kamu. Okay, this one tak ada masalah. Reason dia adalah sebab fx kita simple sahaja. Okay, dia tak ada extra condition kat belakang tu. Itu maksud dia dengan function tu simple. Maksudnya dia tak ada extra condition. Okay, so untuk kat sini kamu boleh gunalah. Kamu nak guna graphical pun boleh, algebraic pun boleh. So say that we want to use algebraic method. To find domain, the step 1 is to write your function as y as subject. Step 2 is to write the conditions on x, which is on the right hand side. So kalau kamu tengok pada right hand side kita ada 2 minus exponent to the power of x plus 1 dan kita tak diberi apa-apa extra maklumat kat belakang ni. So memang kamu kena tengok yang kat sebelah kanan ini sahaja semata-mata. Okay, untuk this one, dia exponent kan? Untuk exponent dia tak ada extra maklumat yang kamu kena tahu. Contoh kalau macam dalam square root, apa-apa saja dalam square root, dia mesti more or equal to 1. Equal to 0. Samalah juga dengan ln. Kalau kamu ada ln, apa-apa kat dalam ni, dia mesti, something tu mesti more or equal to 0 juga kan? Tetapi untuk exponent, dia tak ada. Okay, so ini maksudnya, x kita is always an element of real number line. Therefore, the domain is from negative infinity until infinity. To find range, we need x as subject. So, rearrange y to get x only. And x is ln 2 minus y minus 1. And now we need to find the conditions on y in the right hand side. So, this is the right hand side. And note that we have ln. And we know that for ln, anything inside the bracket should be more or equal to 0. And we'll get y less or equal to 2, therefore the range is from negative infinity until 2, close bracket. For question B, we have this function gx, so we need to find the domain and range of function g. Note that we have this condition which is x must be an element of real number. Okay, this one dia okay saja, this one dia macam tak ada apa-apa. Maksud miss, kalau ada extra condition yang menyusahkan kamu, contohnya dia kata x more or equal to 10 for example. Okay, kalau dia ada extra condition yang macam tu, that one yang baru kita anggap dia macam function ni dia susah sikit. Okay, but this one we have x with an element of real number line kan. So ini this one kita anggap function ni sebagai simple. So you can use any method that you like. Say that I still want to use the algebraic method. To find domain, we need to write y as the subject. So from step 1, this is our y. And we already know that for step 2, we need to find the conditions on x, which is on the right hand side. Even though we are given x must be an element of R, but we can see that here we have ln. And we all know that for ln, it must be more or equal to 0. Hence, x must be more or equal to negative 1 over 2. Even though we are given x must be an element of R in the question, but now we know that x must also be more or equal to -1/2. So this will become our domain. So just be careful since our function is gx, therefore we write dg and the domain is -1/2 close bracket until infinity. To find range, we need to write x as subject. So for step 1, rearrange y to get x only. And we will get x equal to exponent 4 minus y minus 1/2. And we need to find the conditions on y in the right hand side for step 2. So if you look at the right hand side here, we have exponent. So selalunya exponent ni dia tak ada apa-apa condition kat atas dia. So ini maksudnya untuk y is an element of R. So from y an element of real number line, we can find the range which is Rg is from -infinity until infinity. For question C, we are given this function fx, but note that now we have extra conditions on x, which is x more or equal to 2. So, untuk cari domain range, kamu boleh guna dua method, graphical dengan algebraic. But since we have this extra information which is x more or equal to 2, usually for any function, it's hard to find the correct domain and range when extra info is given. So, never ever use the algebraic method. Straightforward, just use graphical method to find the domain and range. So, the moment kamu ada extra condition kat belakang ni, terus guna graphical method sahaja. So for this one, I'm not going to show you how to do it. Just draw the graph of fx yourself and the domain should be this answer and the range should be this answer.